Welcome, YouTubers. Welcome to Tune Into Life with Melody. Today is a special day, but for a quick one, we'll be making some pickled cucumber. Over here, we are preparing the ingredients to make up the brine. To our pot, we are adding some spices, and then adding some mustard as well. That will be part of the brine that is being made up for pickling the cucumbers. After that, about half a cup of brown sugar is being added. You can use white sugar in your home if you don't have brown sugar. And then after that, there's some water that she added to the pot. By rule, you should be adding about the same equal amount of vinegar. She's using apple cider vinegar, which is a bit stronger than the normal vinegar. As such, we will make that ratio a bit lower. Instead of 1:1, the vinegar will be slightly less because it is a bit stronger. That is added to the content. All this content is what makes up what is called the brine. This will be placed on a stove to heat up and dissolve the sugar, blend in the spices, and just mix everything together. She's just stirring to make sure that the sugar can dissolve easily, and that is left to come to a boil. While that is happening, we'll get to prepare some cucumbers, and in this case you can see she's measuring the cucumbers up to the same length with the bottle in which they will be canned, and then they are cut open in long pieces to fill up the bottles. Why the pickling? We had bought some cucumbers that we see that if we don't attend to them, they will be going to waste. And therefore she decided, why not find a way to preserve this food that we have already spent some money on. Instead of letting it go to waste, perhaps we can preserve it. So this preservation method is not the preferred way. As you can see, the cucumbers are just cut and put into the bottle, after which we will pour in the brine once it is ready. Ideally, you want to soak whatever that you are pickling in some salt for a while to drain off the water. After that, only then do you pickle or pour the brine after you have packaged it in whatever containers you are using. So this is a quicker method. It's like a shortcut, but it does work, and the food will still remain preserved. She is busy packing up the bottles. Please make sure that the bottles that you are using can tolerate heat. Otherwise, you will just be bringing some trouble for yourself in your house in terms of an accident. The other ones, as you can see, they were cut along the length, but this time she's making some that are cut across in small round pieces, So the choice is yours. If you want, you can cut them in very much small pieces, like relish if you want to. The choice is yours. There's no prescription to this. Obviously, the amount of bottles you have also must determine the method that you will cut, because I think in terms of what you can pack in the bottle is different when they are cut in small cross sections or when they are cut along the length. Yeah, so almost there. The pieces are being cut and they are being packed in the bottle. Still packing some. Our bottle is almost full. Checking on the progress for the brine. Some bit of stirring, just to make sure that all the components blend in well. The sugar dissolves in the water. So the bottles are ready. We had some little pieces left which could not fit in the bottle. And those are up for grabs. A refreshing bite, a refreshing snack. Very rich in water and so refreshing. So my wife had made a promise in some of her previous videos on the food that she makes up, she preserves, that she was gonna show the viewers. This is it here. We have some etcher, mango etcher in those 3 bottles, the 2 taller ones and the one that is on the far right. Some chili that was made up, some jalapenos also that have been pickled. All this is from our garden, except for the mango. We bought this mango sometime somewhere. As usual, it was a little bit too much, and if we did not find a way to preserve it, it was gonna go to waste. So she's going back to check on the progress for the brine and see if it is ready to fill up the bottles and seal them up so that the cucumbers can be preserved or pickled. It's a nice snack for a piece of bread, a slice of bread, or you can just eat them. You can add on to anything you want to eat as relish. As you can see, the brine is almost ready. It's boiling, and the gas has been turned off, and that content now is being poured in the bottles. Please take note that this is hot. Make the necessary precautions to avoid any burn. So the first bottle has been filled up with the brine. She's moving on to the second one. This one too is being filled up. It looks like we will have some brine left over, which we will keep for use next time for anything that we will identify that it may need some storage. With the tapping, using a spoon, just pressing the content properly to make sure that any trapped water bubbles are released before the bottles can be sealed up. There's the sealing now with the lids. After the bottles have been sealed, usually they would be put in what is called a water bath. So that is just water that has been brought to a boil, and you dip your bottles in to make sure that they seal up well and preserve it longer. It gives them that sound of popping when you open them once they are fully water bathed in such a way. So there's the product of the pickled cucumbers. It's an easy process. As you can see, anyone can do it. You can learn from it. For those of you that sometimes experience high volumes of produce in your gardens, do not please let your food go to waste. You can always find a way to preserve it. I hope you enjoyed it. So this is the whole family that is growing now. On to what we showed you earlier, we are adding 2 bottles of pickled cucumber. So thanks for watching. Hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with all your friends.